Hi guys, I hope you're having a great weekend. Obviously, I am here being super cozy with my Mob Psycho Snuggie. So today we're gonna do the Broken Ken, Broken Ken, Broken Vessel, Lost Kin, Markoth, and Dung Defender and White Defender. Uh, Markoth is always a super challenging fight for me in the Pantheon because it's basically just platforming and trying to navigate that for the whole fight. Hopefully, all of these explanations help you. Let me know in the comments if it was helpful at all to you. And with that being said, let's get right into these fights. Okay, we're going to start off with Markoth because I hate this fight. Um, so I'm going to do the version that you see in the Pantheon because I feel like that's the more challenging one. The initial version, I think you can probably figure out pretty easily. So what makes this fight so hard is now it is forced platforming, which like the initial one is already platforming, but this one even more so because they remove the ground. Also, you're gonna see he does two mass damage in this fight. That's just because I'm in the Hall of Gods. The best course of action is to, I believe, just pogo, and then whenever he starts to do a spinning shield move, that's when you back away and you heal if you need to. And then also, so you know, he's constantly summoning nails. If you just wait 1 second, they'll lock onto your current position and then you can dodge. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward fight. So let's go. So he spawns in the same spot every time. All right. Okay. All right, so that's where you get in your heal. And he's gonna start summon his second shield. So there we go. So now he starts spawning more nails a lot quicker. Then there you go. So not pretty, but that'll do it. And one thing you'll notice that when you do this fight in the Pantheon is that he doesn't he only does one mass damage, so it's a lot less punishing. Alright, so now we're gonna hop on over and do Dung Defender. Dung Defender is a lot easier than that fight is. Pretty straightforward fight. He will come up out of the ground, do his little chest pound thing. He'll either swim towards you and start throwing balls of shit, or he'll back up and start throwing balls of shit. If he dives into the ground, just dash through him. And then also another move he does is he will throw 3 balls of shit, and then he himself will start bouncing around. You can actually hit him in the air and do some damage that way. And then when he gets halfway done, he will go into the ground, start swimming around, and then shoot up 4 balls of shit. If you have Descending Dark or the Deep Dive, I think is the original version of the move, it will actually force him out of the ground, kind of like a stagger, and you can do some damage and then it'll cancel that phase of the fight altogether. So let's get into it. So here you could even do Descending Dark now. He's going to spawn on the left side of the screen. Alright, get a couple hits. Oh yeah, see, he backed away and then he started swimming. He's going to shoot up 4 balls of shit. Stay close to him. Yeah, my sharp shadow was refreshing. Okay. He's halfway dead. And Descending Dark, back away, get in some hits. Stagger him, you can heal if you need to. Okay, so yeah, that canceled that phase of the fight. And ooh, boom, he did. Oh, moving on to the white defender. The attacks are pretty much the same. What I would do, or he has 2 additional moves. One, he will shout "Waka," hit the ground, and then a short wave of spikes will come out of the ground, just dash through him. And then he also, whenever he starts bouncing around, whenever he's ending and jumping into the ground, he will send down shockwaves throughout the whole stage. You just have to jump. Let's dive on in. Alright. Okay. 2, and when he throws 3, that's when you know he's going to start bouncing around. Get some hits in. Jump. And if you do the Abyss Shriek, that will destroy some of the shit. Okay, so he's halfway dead. And so no Descending Dark here. Just Abyss Shrieks that'll destroy the poop. Oh, well, I ran out of soul. Okay. So now he's dead. And that's the white defender. Okay, so Broken Vessel, what you do is, or what the Broken Vessel does is, he has a dash attack that has a really obvious tell. He just lifts his head up, shakes it, and then he'll dash forward. Always jump over him or dash through him, because 9 times out of 10 you're not going to outdash him. He dashes really far. The next attack is he will just like flail his sword around. You can hit him, but I think it's better to just stay away from him or Descending Dark. The next move will be he'll do a downward dash towards the ground, and 4 little fire balloons will come out of the ground. I recommend jumping so that you can judge the spacing and not get hit by them. And then another attack, he will like start wiggling his head and a bunch of fire will come out of the ground. I would Descending Dark through that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's dive on in. Alright, so, see, he wiggled his head. Oh, and sometimes he summons like these little infected balloons, and sometimes they go away on their own, sometimes you have to kill them. See, like that one just went away. That's where you would heal. Okay, and this is that move I was talking about. I'm not good at dodging it, so I just do a Descending Dark, and boom, he's dead. So obviously, some of these fights are going to take longer if you're doing them for the first time, because you may not have all of the nail upgrades like I do. And then, okay, so now we're going to move on to the Lost Kin fight. Lost Kin fight is more or less the same. Kind of like Dung Defender, they're just modifications to his moves. So instead of the infected balloons spawning and sometimes unspawning, they will be there for the whole fight, and your job is to kill them as quickly as possible. So do that, and then focus on just getting in 1 or 2 hits and getting away from the Lost Kin. So the reason why I said to prioritize the infected balloons is because when he staggers, if there's infected balloons out, you're not going to be able to heal, because there's really no time to heal mid-fight. And then also when he does the downward dash like he did in the Broken Vessel form, instead of 4 balloons coming out of the ground, 6 come out. So again, I would stay in the air for that. But yeah, it's not that much harder. I think he just moves a little faster. Actually, you know what? The ads do make it quite a bit harder. So, anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and I will show you how I do this fight. Alright, so yeah, sometimes he jumps and you have no idea where he's gonna go, so it's. See, so 6 balloons. Okay. And boom. Woo! Alright, so he's staggered. No balloons out, you can heal. I would recommend only one because those balloons don't stop spawning when he's staggered. Okay, getting your hits in, killing the balloons. And boom. Okay, get your heals in. Okay. I'm a big fan of using spells. I just think it makes fights go by so much quicker. Okay, there we go. And that's the Broken Vessel fight. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. That concludes this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you enjoyed it, please consider giving it a like and maybe subscribing. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments as well. Please enjoy the rest of your weekends, and I'll see you next time.